this man will be delivering the message, and tonight I will now like to call upon Mr. Lloyd, please.
It's great to be here tonight, to see all these wonderful faces, the smile. It's amazing what a smile can do to people. It is like magic. It can get all the burdens and all the troubles and all the despair away and make your soul rejoice in its fatness in the Father. You know, I am very happy to see all of you partaking of the water of life that only the Father and the Son can give, of the bread of life. This is a wonderful thing. I have started this journey from I was a boy, and I'm still on the journey. But I'm very happy to see what the Father is doing, because I know that my work and my sacrifice that I have made from a boy up until now is not in vain. Because look at you. You're just beautiful. You're just glowing. Everybody is just happy. And, of course, John. John himself is a miracle here, a miracle child. Because the Father has done great things in his life. The Father has transformed him from one thing to something great. And I heard John was speaking, and I was wondering, is that really John? This is wonderful. And all of you who are here can experience the same beauty and light and life that Jama is experiencing. So now, Jama, it is for you to share what you have with other people, with your peers. Let them know that there is something special that is in the world today, which is the true light. And they can find that light and walk in it. Now, tonight, I have a very important thing that I want to discuss with you. Very important I want to share with you. Very important thing that I want to bring to your attention. This is wonderful. You know, for many, many centuries, the world has lost something of great value. The people of the world to whom Jesus of Nazareth came, they have lost something. And what I want to talk about is the power of a name. The power of a name. How important it is. How important a name is and the power that is in the name. Now, it is important for people to know what a name means. A name is very important. It is so important that sometimes if someone misspells your name, you get mad. Huh? Yeah? And if they call you a name that is not your name, you also get mad. And of course, I can even say, if you are driving and the police stop you and give you a ticket and misspell your name, you'll be happy because you can go to court and fight it and win because that's not your name. You see? So a name is important. So what I want to bring to you today is the true name of the divine word, the Logos, the Son of Elyon. For almost 1900 years, there have been some people who decided to withhold the true name of Elyon's son who came. And to be frank with you, they did a good job to the 80% of the uninformed people in the earth. And they kept it secret, hidden, because this is how the enemy, Lucifer, and his agents and angels That's how they work, to keep people in darkness, in total darkness, so that they don't know these things. And if you don't know something, then you are not able to do anything about it, since you are ignorant of it. So I got myself together, and I wanted to put in words certain things that I want the people to fully understand. All right, so I have it written here so that in the best way possible, I can relate these facts to you. I know that some of you guys have your paper and your pencil hand, which is to say you're going to be making some notes. I won't be going too fast because I don't want to get ahead of myself. So I will slow down and, deliver what I have for you. He was not from our human stock, nor just of material and physical life form, but his origin is from his eternal father, Elyon. He proceeded from the divine realm on the sacred mount of Elyon with the holy ones, the Elyon family of Elyon. This is found in Deuteronomy 32, verses 8, Isaiah chapter 14, verses 13 to 14, Psalms 91, and Psalms 82, verses 6. You don't have to worry about that if you don't remember, because I have a sheet for every one of you. His divine name is a reflection of his holy entity. He is ruler of all the sacred realms. However, he came to us on earth to reveal the true light, which is himself, but not the light which is the impostor Lucifer, who came to deceive the whole world. And plunge the living beings in darkness. The Gospel of John speaks of the true light. Jesus said that he was the true light that came into the world. But what was the true name that Elyon gave to his only begotten Son? Who changed it from what his parents and those who knew him as? And what divine powers are in this name? Why was his name changed and hidden from the Western world? The name that was sent from his eternal father Elyon into the divine realm, carried by the archangel Gabriel to Miriam to name her son. This is found in Luke chapter 1, verses 26 to 38. The name that, according to the Apostle Peter, there is no other name given among mankind whereby we can be saved, which is to be healed, but this name. This is found in the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 4, verses 11 to 12. Yet evil, disrespectful, and fearless people has done this cold, calculated thing to keep the whole world in gross darkness, in ignorance, spiritual and intellectual. This is found in Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1 to 5. This hiding, distortion of the truth and feeding the 80% of the great mass with lies was a weapon used by many authorities and scribes to deceive the populace so that they could divide and conquer. This was happening from the time of Nimrod to our present day. The purpose was to prevent the great mass from knowing the full truth. That way, the great mass could be controlled more effectively. However, with one voice, when the condition was right, Yahweh Elyon spoke through the mouth of Rick Warren, a man who loved Yeshua, in the prayer of the inauguration of the President Barack Obama, January 20, 2009. That way, the whole world could hear the true name of Elyon and Mary's son. This name is divine. It was used by Yeshua's apostles to heal the sick, raise the dead, cast out devils, and do all manner of wonders and miracles. And finally, keeping them safe from Lucifer, who is Satan. It's not surprising why some Christian churches are so different from the apostle of Yeshua and his early followers, because the name was hidden from the false church. The generation that follows the death of Yeshua's holy apostles and their disciples fell into apostasy and ignorance, believing in fables, pagan religious philosophies, and eventually believing in a false Christ, an impostor. For example, teaching received by the holy apostles of Yeshua of Nazareth in contrast to the Roman Church in the Middle Age. For example, in the Council of Nicaea, it's 325 to 337 AD are the common era. Yeshua of Nazareth is the original name and used by those who were with him and knew him. Jesus is the English translation of the Greek Yesos, which means Savior. Yeshua was the one who was crucified and resurrected and talked about by those who were with him. Christus, or the English Christ, is the name given to the resurrected cosmic ruler, Savior, and Redeemer by the Hellenistic converts. Now, do you understand one of the reasons why the Church of Elyon, or the so-called Church of Jesus Christ, is so dead and lifeless? Imagine the great creator, Elyon, sent his son to the earth and gave a name to the archangel Gabriel to send to Miriam, the mother of Jesus, to name her son. And what happened? Before the end of the first generation of the people who believe in Yeshua, they start hiding the name and changing the name for their own reason and own purpose. Now, you may wonder, what's one of the reasons why they would do such a thing? Because, for example, imagine our Prime Minister or the President of the United States go to a nation state as a head of their government, an elected official, go there in a public setting, and the people who are there start calling him something else. Imagine that. Do you suppose that the people of the country from which the prime minister or president is, do you suppose they would not consider that to be a gross insult? Yeah? Or disrespectful? His name is called John and they're calling him Tony? No. You see, it doesn't work that way. So then, why would people do that to the eternal Father, Elyon's Son? Why would they do such a thing? Now, if you will read the Acts of the Apostles, you will get an answer. It's not the only answer, but there's an answer. The people at that time who were strongly against Jesus, Nazareth, and his holy apostles, they realized there is power in the name of Yeshua. Power. They knew that this power was able to do things. So, it so happened that the priests who used to cast out devils using different means in the temple, they said, we're going to try this thing to see if we could use it to cast out some of the devils and heal some of the sick that was there. The Acts of the Apostles, what it says is that when they used the name, the demon or evil power that was in this man, this name turned things around and turned the demon on these priests who were trying to use the name of Yeshua to cast out the devil. So now they know that this name not only can help and heal or save, but it can also turn in you. So they realize, oh, maybe we could change the name from what it really is and give the interpretation of the name. Because that's what they did. Instead of giving you the name that was given to the Son of the Most High, they give you the interpretation of the name. See? So, we must now know how evil these people can be. And who do you suppose is working through these guys? These people who have done a thing like that. It is the enemy. It's the enemy. The Satan. The Lucifer. Because he knows that this name came from the eternal Father. And this name is a name that can bring true deliverance to the people who believe in him. So this is the day when the Father has chosen in our time, so that the whole world in one shot can know. And the Father's wise, because if you and I go out and speak about this, nobody would listen. Nobody would listen. In fact, even if some of the leaders of the world would go out and try to explain this to people, nobody would pay attention. Nobody would pay attention. But look when the Father used this man. Take a picture. Look at that. When all of the media was on this inauguration, when the whole world was looking, when the whole world was listening, nobody knew what this man, Rick Warren, was going to say. And if you watch him keenly, his eyes were closed all through the prayer. Which is to say, he was speaking from his soul, from his heart. And he was not reading from a prayer book. Because many people know this. There are some of these big religions, when you're going to do a prayer, you read from a book. But this man wasn't reading from no book. He wasn't reading from no book. And one of the things he said about Yeshua, he said, Yeshua changed my life. And I want you to take a look at this. When you can, take a look, because you can find it on YouTube, or you can find it on Google. He said, Yeshua changed my life. And he gave the different interpretations. He gave it in Spanish, he gave it in Greek, he gave it in English, but he made a point that the name, and you see how he said it? The real name came first. Because that's how educated people would write. They're in that order. The real thing came first. So he said, Yeshua. That's right. That's the original name. Then he said, Jesus, which is Greek. And then he said another name. Then he comes to the English part. Because you see, now, why is this important? Why is this so important? Well, let me tell you something. This name, Yeshua, is the name that the Father and the Son will put in you as a pass, as a stamp, as a signature, to say, you are my child. And Satan, Lucifer, does not own you. When Jesus of Nazareth, that, Yeshua, when he was here, he explained to the people to whom he was speaking, his apostle. He said, I have kept you safe through the power of my name. So there we know what this name Yeshua can do. Now, there are some of you here who already know the power of Yeshua. You have experienced many times when evil powers come against you and you don't know what to do. That name comes from deep inside of your being and come out at them. And I'm not joking now. The potential members don't know these things, but now you know. And so, the Eternal Father, Elyon, he puts the name of his Son on you. You who believe in him. You who have handed over your life to him. You who have committed yourself to him. He puts the name of his Son on you as a seal. And Lucifer, Satan, can have no place in you. Can have no place in you, because the seal of the Most High, which is the name of Yeshua, that came from the divine realm in heaven, is in you. Is in you. Is in you. And because of that, Satan, Lucifer, cannot claim you, because it's the stamp of the Most High is on you, which is the name of his Son. If you read the book of Revelation, it tells you, I think it's Revelation 14, that the name was in the forehead of all those who were with Yeshua in his resurrected state, in his kingdom. You understand? So now you must understand that that is the name that he uses to seal you, to put the stamp on you of ownership, you see. And Lucifer cannot claim you, because you do not belong to him, because his name is in you. And you will find that when any evil comes up against you, that name comes out with power. See? So I'm glad that you're here. And I'm glad that the Father has decided that in 2009, we were going to remind the world who my Son is and what his name is. And now the whole world knows. Every nation on earth knows. Because the Father made it happen. This was a deliberate act. Father knows that if a church member come out and say to a church pastor, well, he's just, and then they will come up and say, well, he's a cult, or something like that. But when Rick Warren came out with Barack Obama and all those world leaders who are looking for Barack Obama to bring about the change, it was not only political change and economic change, and it was more than that. The change came when this man uttered the name, the true name of the Son of God, Yeshua. That's his name, and that name carries power. Remember what Peter said in the Acts of the Apostles. There is no other name given to mankind whereby we can be saved but this name, Yeshua. That's right. And so these are the things we must understand. The time has come for all the earth, for all the nations, for all the people to know the name of the Son of God that has been hidden by evil men, some of them religious, hidden from the people, because they know that the name, Yeshua, wields power. It carries power, because there is power in his name. This is really wonderful. This is a great day that we're living in. I don't mean a 24-hour day. No, I mean a time period. This is a great time period that we're living in. That the whole earth, the whole world, all nations, all people can know the true name of the Son of God, the one who came and did the work of Elyon and was crucified and resurrected. Now we know the name again. And people, when you talk about Yeshua, they can say you're crazy. No, or you're in a cult. No, because this is coming from the man who gave the prayer, the inaugural prayer, in the presidency of the greatest leader that the world has ever seen. You understand? And the whole world knows it. Everybody still catch the fever. Everyone still catch the fire. I mean, this man has touched everybody's life. Even people who didn't like him are coming to him worldwide, and they all heard the name Yeshua, because Yeshua is the name of the son of Elyon. You understand? So I just wanted you to understand how important this time period is. And when Barack Obama, when he won the presidency, it's not only that he touched the political world, or the economic world, or the business world. No, he touched all the world. Because no one can say to Rick Warren, oh, you're crazy, oh, you're a cult person. Oh, no, this man is right there with Barack Obama. And Barack Obama is the greatest leader right now that exists in the world. You understand? So the Father is great, and the Father is wise, and he's a good planner. And when I say to you that he is the great chess player, and he made the game, and when he made his move, there's no one can outplay him. That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. He set it up. He set them up real good. And there's nothing they can do about it. Because any one of you, go to Google and just type in Rick Warren inaugural speech at the Barack Obama, it will come to you, or his prayer. It will come to you. You will see it right there. You will hear him speaking. Just press video. You will hear him speaking. The whole world will hear him speaking. I can just imagine how Elyon is dancing, he and his holy ones. I mean, this could not have happened without a man like Barack Obama, because there have been all different kind of presidents, Lincoln and all those guys, Carter and, you know, and Clinton and Reagan, but we never know what the name of the Son of God is. In fact, whenever they talk about anything, they just say God, and we wonder which God it is. And now we know that their God is really on the Dollar Bills, and it's certainly not. It's certainly not Elyon. That is devil, Satan, you know, Horus, you know, the sun god, Lucifer, the bright morning star. You know, that's what Lucifer means, the great bearer of light. But that is not our Savior, Lucifer. Our Savior is the true light, not just the light. Because the light is the false one. But the true light is the one who Elyon sent into the world to bring the truth, the full truth. Not even the truth, but the full truth to all mankind. And this is the beauty that we have here. So it's time to rejoice and give thanks to the Most High, because he did something that no one else could do. In fact, no one knew that this was going to happen. No one knew. But when it came out like a thunder, and the whole world could hear it, and they can't deny what they heard now. So when you said you are not a Christian who believes in some other name, but you believe in Yeshua because that's the one who came, they can't look at you and say you're a cult anymore, because it's coming from way, way, way with the Barack Obama and his administration and all the friends that is there to guide him. So what are they going to do? You see, the culture is falling, the philosophy of men is falling, the religious ideology is falling, the great, powerful titans are falling, and the father, Elyon, and his son is rising. And as they rise, the man's culture falls. And the more they rise, the more of the man's culture that will fall. So we are glad, we are happy, we are rejoicing, and we thank all of you who did the praying, all of you who did the praying and the fasting, all of you who stood up and said, look, we are going to do what Elyon asked us to do. We don't know why, but we know we're going to do it. And out of all of that comes this. Out of all of that comes this. And you need to continue to give him thanks and give him glory and walk with him. Walk with him, because there's much more to do. Much more to do. So I'm thankful for everything. I am very, very, very happy. So happy I could burst. With laughter, that is. Because all this time, Lucifer and his angels and his servants and agents, they were laughing. They were laughing at us. Ha ha ha, look what we did. For over 1900 years we kept it secret. And if anyone dares to utter, they'll say they're a cult, or they're crazy, or they're this, or they're that. But now who's laughing now? Who is laughing now? And you guess what? Barack Obama knows the name. You understand? Barack Obama knows the name. And also, these guys like Rick Warren, Jimmy Carter, and some other guys who the father did show me before, these guys are counseling Barack Obama. They pray with him. They pray with him. In fact, I was listening on CNN when Barack Obama was praying, and he was praying for Barack Obama that he become the next president. So out of all of this is coming prayer. Is prayer doing it? The prayer of a righteous person availeth much. And I said to myself, look at this. Is the Stevie Wonder supposed to be the blind one? And how is it that he could see as well as the eyes could not? That's an amazing thing. We'll thank the Father for all of this, and we give him glory, and we'll ever do glory and, praise to him because he deserves it. And thank you very much.